Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Dr. Gail and Marie with Starseeds Rising. And here we have her here. I appreciate everybody coming in. Saw Sharon Sight. Thank you. Sunny Intuition, Vivian, Dream Journey One, Denise Ingo. I'm not going to be able to say that name. Ingo Burr. I'm not sure. Could be. It could be fire. I'm butchering it. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming. And and thank you, Anne-Marie, for joining me today. So everybody's wanting to get to know about your journey and everything. And I'm going to start first with the chit chat while everybody's coming in. So let's talk about you. Let's talk about Anne-Marie.
What do you want to know?
Well, let's see, where are you from originally? Where are you from?
I'm originally from the Washington, D.C. area, Northern Virginia. I was born in Washington, D.C. and grew up there.
Really? How long ago was that you moved away?
We moved away in November of 1990. We moved here. I was married at the time, and I was 8 months pregnant with my oldest daughter, and we moved in for my ex-husband to go to seminary. In Dallas Theological Seminary. He was planning to be a pastor or a missionary. And then that didn't work out.
Hey, Mim, South Spirit Worship Suzanne. Hi, Carmela. Carmela, I'm going to say Carmela and stop there. Anyway, Chris MK, how are you doing? And here's Tara Raina. I'm butchering names today. I'm sorry. And Damaris. All right. Okay. So then when you got to Texas, and that was in 1990 that you came to Texas?
Yes, 1990. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
then what happened from there?
Well, so the marriage, we had 3 kids, and things happened. We got divorced. So we got divorced after we got divorced in 2001, kind of right around like this time, and the September 11th. Mm-hmm. And so like that traumatized me a bit, like the divorce and then the September 11th thing. And so there's like this block of time that I don't remember much of. Like my kids will say, remember, blah, blah. And I'll be like, no, I don't.
Wow.
So I just kind of trauma blocked that out.
Right. Associated for sure.
Yeah. And because of the church involvement, him being a seminary student and we had been in church, there was a bit of trauma there too. And so I just kind of like boycotted that. So I kind of shut down spiritually at that point for a while. And then I would say around 2008. So it was like for like a 6-year period, I really didn't do anything. I discovered Byron Katie, and she does a thing called Is It True? And like if you have a bad thought or a negative thought, you just kind of like take it down into, is it true? Is it really true? And so how would you feel if it wasn't true? And just the idea of like dealing with a lot of that trauma. And then because she was involved, she was connected to Wayne Dyer. Do you know that name?
Yeah.
And so anyway, so I started getting pulled into that new age movement through that avenue and started focusing on energy and understanding how that affected me emotionally. And then in around 2014, I started learning the tarot and got into astrology through a tarot reading. And so then here I am.
So here you are, and you're here now on YouTube, and you do have sessions, and you are called Starseeds Rising now, and galactic astrology is what you do, and you do soul reading also. Can you explain all of that to us?
Sure. Yeah. So one of my readings would be I get your birth details, where you're born, the day you're born, and the time you were born. And I look at your birth chart and your connections to fixed stars and constellations. And so then during the process of a reading, like and my preparation, I will look at your aura and your soul essence colors, which are different because auras change, and the soul essence color is the theme of your life in this lifetime, what your frequency is in this lifetime. And I will look at your chakras to see if they're in alignment or balanced. And then I do the birth chart portion and looking at, whatever shows up in the birth chart as far as past lives or karma. And then I talk about the fixed stars and any messages that come through either of those processes. And then I usually end with a few card pulls. So.
Okay. That sounds great. Now, let me ask you a little bit more about looking at the chakras and the aura.
Yeah.
Now, when you're looking at that, and how is that related to this astrology part, or are you just getting energy information from the person?
Yeah, it's mostly just getting energy information, but each of the chakras is connected also to a planet. And so so that will tell me, that will give me, it kind of all fits together when I'm looking at the birth chart and I see, different karma, and then that will help. Looking at the aura will also tell me, which chakra might be the strongest. And
so you're looking at the strongest one. So like if you're looking at somebody and you're looking at all the chakras and say their heart chakra is the strongest, then that would mean they're related to what planet?
Well, it wouldn't necessarily mean related to if their strongest chakra was the heart chakra, then they would have then like I would look at their Venus in their chart and just see, what kind of connections were there.
And then how would that relate to this? These are my curious questions. So,
sure.
So you identified the heart chakra, and then what would that be to the aura, to the, the aura, the heart, to the planet?
Well, it doesn't really, there are planets that are connected to the chakras, but that's a little bit, that's a little confusing. So when I'm looking at, a heart chakra, green would be a strong color in the aura. So if the heart chakra, if it's out of balance, then there's different like stones and things that that you can hold on to bring it back into balance or harmony.
So are you also doing that, bringing their auras and their chakras back?
No, I do not do energy healing. No, I give them suggestions on what they can do, but no, I don't do any energy healing.
Okay. All right. So so is that part of the soul reading? Is the chakras?
Yes.
Okay, that's a soul reading. Okay, well, what about the galactic astrology? Is just relating it to the planets?
It's relating. It's your planets and points in your birth chart if they line up to specific fixed stars, and that's done through. You look at that through. There's a calculator that Julia Blas developed that you put in your birth info, and then it tells you which fixed stars your planets and points are aligned to, either conjunct or opposite or square, sextile, trine. The different, the Ptolemaic aspects in astrology. And then we look at the outer planets to see where your origin would be from. And then we look at the sun, moon, and ascendant to see most recent lifetimes. That's the general rule, but it can be, that's generally where we look, but there could be something specific in somebody's individual chart that would be different.
Okay. All right. So you mentioned Julie Blas. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that course that you took and how that, because that seemed extremely impressive, that course that she does.
Yeah, she's an amazing teacher. She really is. And she's worked very hard on putting this program together to train others to do these readings. So I highly recommend anybody looking up. She's starseeds.teachable.com is where you can find her courses. And then the galactic astrology chart, the calculator is at galacticastrochart.com.
One more time.
galacticastrochart.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did everybody get that?
That's the commercial portion of this.
Okay, that's right. So how long does that course take? I mean, you said there's different courses. So how long did it take for you to get you're certified. What is your certification in?
Yeah, I have the certification. I finished the course in, I think, about 6 weeks. And there's like 300 people taking the course right now.
Wow.
And then we have a Facebook page, a private Facebook group where we, encourage each other and share information on different stars or what comes through for different readings.
So who would be a person? I mean, you're into astrology. Is this for anybody, or is this somebody who already has an astrology past, very familiar already with that before they even start this course?
Right. No, if they don't know anything about astrology, they'll learn enough in the course to continue, like, to do the galactic astrology readings. She also has a Galactic Astrology 101 course, which is, gets you the basics of astrology before you take the certification course, if you choose to do that, if you want to get more in the astrology.
So then that's a 101, and you only take one of those courses before you start the other ones, or how many of those courses are there?
No, there's just the Galactic Astrology 101, and then that's optional, obviously, and then if you don't want to do the Astrology 101, you can just go straight into the certification class.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking down at my notes to see if I got all.
You're great at this. Goodness. I wasn't prepared enough.
You were prepared. It's just the questions come off my head that I think everybody has the same questions, to get some insight in, because there's a lot of people. We got a lot of talented people in the chat that probably are interested in taking those courses. And now that you've explained it a little bit, now they probably might be.
That's Aspen.
Aspen is doing the video, whatever you call it, the crashing. Yeah. What do you call it?
Yeah, doing the warrior pose and everything else.
Well, hey, butterfly kisses and Mims and G. Covington. Glad y'all are here. And so, is there anything else you want to tell us about it, or anything that we should know that I have not asked? About.
I think you've done great. I think you've covered just about everything. I think I mentioned to you backstage that I'm actually not taking any new reading or new bookings right now, because I'm booked through the end of the year. So I may open them back up, in December, and we'll see. It was just getting too stressful for me to think about how many I had in the calendar.
That's perfectly fine to close it, and you also need to have a holiday yourself, stress-free holiday. So how would they get in touch with you? Say if they want to put it down, I'm going to get in touch with Anne-Marie in January. So what would be your website or your
I don't have a website. My YouTube channel is Starseeds Rising. My email is either starseedsrisingam for Anne-Marie @gmail.com, or
thank you,
Ayemology, which is a difficult one, but AYEMOLOGY @gmail.com.
Okay. Well, Susie's behind the scenes, everybody. Say hey to
Susie.
Thanks,
Susie.
And there she's doing Anne-Marie's YouTube channel, Starseeds Rising, is where you can see her. And also, she's not accepting appointments right now because she's so busy. And she might be opening up in January. So everybody who might be interested, it's wonderful. I've had a chart done, so it's great to know where you're from and the history, and because it tells you a little bit about yourself on this planet also. Anything else that you want to add to that part of it? So how would that's one question I missed. How would that help for them getting their starseed or their galactic chart done? How would that help them in this present life? How would they benefit from that?
I think that we often wonder, or I often wondered before, it's just like, what am I doing? Why am I going through these things? And so the more we know about our soul's journey, the more we can realize, okay, well, it may not, we're eternal. We are not eternal, but we definitely are very many lifetimes. And so, things could be echoes from other lifetimes. And once we're aware of that, it can actually help release the ties and help clear out some of the sticky stuff.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and put sticky stuff. Okay, everybody, we have interviewed Anne Marie. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up to questions. I see that Susie has put it out there that y'all can put some questions in. Also, Anne Marie has got cards to pull. Can you tell us the decks that you're pulling from, Anne Marie?
Yes, I have Star Codes Astro Oracle. Okay. And I have Angels and Ancestors.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So anybody out there that would y'all like to have a card, or do you have any questions? Oh, I'm seeing somebody is Tara. I'm just going to shorten your name to Tara. I have 2 cats, so there must be some conversation going in there about cats. All right, Susie, are there any questions I haven't seen? Oh, there we go. Okay, Carmela. Mercury was stationary on my day of birth, 9/23/62 in Naples, Italy. What does that mean? That's a good question.
Yeah, well, that would mean that Mercury was closest to Earth whenever a planet is stationing or to go retrograde or direct, it's closer to Earth. And so that puts like an underline on that placement for you. So Mars or Mercury is important in your life because of that stationary. So depending on which house it's in or what sign it's in, and I can probably look up. I don't want you to tell us the time of birth, though. I don't want you to give everything away.
Emery, what would that mean for her? How would that affect her, like in her regular day life?
Well, I actually have stationary Mercury as well. And so for me, that shows up as taking a while to, like, I need a little more time to learn things. I need a little more time for it to settle in. And like speaking, like now, I hesitate. So there's this hesitation. There's that, and that's just my version of it because it's in my first house. So it affects me just the way I'm presenting myself. But once I get things in my mind, you can't get it out. I remember like everything because Mercury is stationary. And so once it's in, it stays there, it's stationary. And you just you remember it forever. So that's how it shows up in my life.
And so Carmela, does that show up in your life that way? Are you the same way? Let us know how that is. All right. Anything else on that, Anne-Marie, that you want to tell her?
She says, no worries around or about. Oh, she's giving the time. Okay. On a dining room table. You were born on a dining room table.
Wow. Carmela. So anyway, we're going to move on to the next. Let us know, Carmela, if that's true to you, if that's something that's common for y'all to have that in common. So anyway, next question, Susie. Vivian, she would like a card. You'll pull a card for Vivian.
Sure. I'm seeing that I told somebody to get an orange cat. I remember that. I don't remember all my readings, but I remember somebody saying, I remember telling somebody that an orange cat would be, and it seems like it had to do with Leo. It had to do with your son, I think, in Leo, maybe. I can't remember.
That would kind of make sense.
Yeah. But I kind of remember I get some weird stuff sometimes.
I'm so glad you never told me to get an orange cat or another dog. I'd been going, I already have one dog, one cat, and I want to keep it that way. Life is simple with one dog and one cat.
Yeah, you've got a good ones too. Okay, Vivian, your card is healing or medicine guardian. Sorry, medicine guardian. Be open to healing information. So, is there stuff that you're looking to be healed from? And that would mean that something, or if you're open to hearing messages, you might hear something that would heal whatever it is that needs healing. You get anything on that, Gail? Picking up anything?
Well, I'm just sitting here thinking about the healing. As I guess it's a good time to announce that I will be doing every Monday. You might want to put that up there too, Susie. Whatever was it, Monday at 1 o'clock Pacific time, 4 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to be doing, I'm a medical intuitive, and we're going to be doing, opening it up, the, I'm getting tongue tied here. The we're Solaris Healing Center. We'll be opening it up at Mondays, 1 o'clock Pacific time, 3 o'clock Eastern time. And this will be everybody who comes into the chat gets healing, starts the healing process, and then some others that will get in the chat and you'll have a personal healing. And also there'll be some that will be bringing on live with us on the channel, the StreamYard channel, and we'll also do some personal healing there. So this was a great lead into that. Thank you, Anne Marie, for that announcement. So maybe that's what that was for. Yeah, thank you, Susie. She's putting a Solaris Healing Center Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And
so Vivian, I think you should tune in. Tune in for that Solaris healing session.
Yes. All right. So
that sounds fascinating.
Thanks, Susie. I'm making her work. So she's sitting here going, okay, I got Solaris to do. Oh, I got to put Anne Marie's YouTube channel in. So,
busy bee.
Yeah. All right, Mims. Anne Marie, can you please pull a call for me?
Okay, Mims. Do you want the same deck or do you want the Astro Oracle?
I want the Astro Oracle.
Okay. Dr. Gail picked for you. Doggy. My dog keeps jumping in my lap.
You have to join in. There's another one that has to make a cameo appearance.
Yes, my dogs, yeah, they like being center of attention. Okay, well, speaking of Leo, I pulled Leo Shine for you, Mims. So we are out of Leo season, but this is about creative self-expression and romance and risk-taking. And so it's your opportunity to shine because the sun rules Leo and the sun is putting the spotlight on you. So,
all right, thanks, Avery. I'm pulling the card out of the Starseed. There you go. Finally.
Yeah.
Starseed Oracle deck. And the card I pulled for you was, can you see it? Drum roll, please. Trust the timing, which is perfect what you're talking about. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So Mims, I feel like you're on a treadmill, running, and time is not running out. Just take it easy. Trust the timing. It's going to happen. So anyway, thank you, Mims.
Yeah.
Next. Mims, she says, laugh out loud, Dr. Gail, and I chose the same. Okay. Dream Journey 1. Hey, Dream Journey 1. How can you tell if royal stars in your chart are activated? Thank you. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, if you have conjunctions or oppositions to royal stars, the 4 royal stars are, I'm going to draw a blank now. Regulus is one of them in Leo, and Antares, and Fomalhaut, and Aldebaran. And so if you have conjunctions or oppositions, then you have strong connections to those royal stars. And so that, as far as being activated, I'm not exactly sure what you mean. It would just, I mean, if you have those strong connections, they would be activated. If it's an opposition, though, it's true that you may not, that the opposition connections don't come in because it's like they're held back because it wouldn't flow easily into your situation until you've gone through karmic lessons. And so, if I don't know how old you are, Dream Journey 1, but if you've had your first Saturn return, then you probably have probably been activated. And so you should be good to go. Do you know which royal star you have connections to?
And also, I'd like her to define what she means by activated a little bit too.
Yeah.
So anyway, Journey 1, if you could put that in the chat also about those 2 things. We're going to move on to the next one, and you can give us that information. We appreciate it. So next, Carrie. Hey, Carrie. I would love a card, please. Thank you. Okay, go ahead, Amory.
All righty. I'm going to go back to the angels and ancestors. Oops, one jumped out. So it is Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. Woohoo.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Do something you love.
Okay. And, oh, wow, this goes right with it. I've got called. Let's see if you can see that called. And it says, soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. That's it. Perfect. Passion.
Yeah.
Follow your
We are
passion. Follow your passion. Yes. Step it up, Carrie. I don't know what's going on with you right now, but I think you're at a crossroads. And
you're on fire.
You're on fire. We're saying go, 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 go. Step up.
Yeah.
Okay, Carrie. All right. Next. Vivian. Okay. All right. Let's give her a card.
Sorry. I have a dog in my lap, so it's hard to do this. So interesting. So what I pulled here is debilitated discomfort, which is debilitated is when a planet is in, like if it's, so Mars is a fire planet, and if it's in water, it's debilitated. It's not going to do so well. So what? Would you get?
You're not going to believe this card. It's you got love, and it's Hadarian energy, and it's codependencies, boundaries. You need to create some boundaries, and yeah, that's what it's saying. She needs some boundaries. So
okay, Vivian.
Yeah, there you go, Vivian. So I don't know what's happened, but the boundaries, I'm feeling like actually it's boundaries on all terms, family life, metaphysical life, everything. It seems like to me you're needing to put your boundaries up. You don't have to say yes to everything. Just put your boundaries. You can say no. Okay, Vivian, I hope
you're being debilitated because of all of those boundaries not being set. Yeah.
Okay. I love, okay. Linda. Oh, thank you, Linda, for putting your name up there so I can pronounce it. I'm always looking at her name because I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. But thank you, Linda.
Okay. So, Linda. Oh, I love this card. It's the wolf, and it says, winter, take care of your needs. So it's like prepare for cold weather, prepare for the winter, the long winter, take care of your needs. Make sure that you are aware of what will help you be more comfortable.
There we go. Lifting the veil. It says questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Just like the wolf. Just got to go. If you're not aligned with something, you're questioning it, Linda. You don't resonate with the fact. I just had this discussion with Susie a little earlier. What I wasn't resonating with, and I'm having to let go of. If you're not resonating with it, let go of it. It is okay. Just think about you. Okay. So wolf energy. All right. Next. All right.
Marlene. Starry Night Seeker. I love that name.
Yeah, I love that name. All right, Marlene. That's a great name. All right.
Okay, I got solar calm, clarify. So, we've had lots of solar storms, solar flares coming through.
Hard. Let me see that again, Emery. It's a pretty hard. I like that card.
I have to get used to the term. So, but clarify. So if you're getting confused by the messages that are coming in, if there's too much chatter in your mind, just breathe and ground yourself, and you'll get calm.
Okay, it's karmic relationships.
Ooh.
And it says Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So whatever you're going through right now, I feel like it's in your karmic relationships that you're having some kind of a conflict, and that is Orion energy. Orion energy has a lot of positive and negative in it. That is Orion energy. and it says polarity, soul growth. You got to resolve this conflict that's going on for you to grow. I'm not sure what's going on with you, Marlene, but you need to take care of it for you to grow. And I know it seems like it's taking up your whole life right now, but look at it at a different perspective, and maybe it won't seem so big, and you can resolve that.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that resonated with you, Marlene. Okay. All right. Next. I hate you coming to me with a card too.
So did you get the orange cat? So tell me if you got the orange cat.
She's got the orange cat.
Yes. I know you all were talking about cats in the chat, and I missed a lot of that. So I don't know if you may already have said it.
Linda said,
no, she did not. You didn't listen to me.
and Linda's saying that the wolf is her spirit guide, spirit animal.
Oh, good. That's perfect. Yeah. Okay. All right. I pulled the moon card, perception. So
pretty card.
Yeah, these are pretty cards. So, okay. So that would mean that you're being very perceptive in not getting a cat because I gave you bad advice. That was, or it was bad advice for you personally. Maybe that was just an appropriate suggestion for you.
Well, it might not be the time and place. You know, that yellow cat might be around the corner, or orange cat might be around the corner someday. Okay. I've got star ancestors. Star ancestors.
I love that.
And it says hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. What did your card say?
Perception. It was the moon, perception.
Looking a little deeper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost wisdom. And hidden secrets. I'm thinking you're needing to tap in to your soul is what I'm getting. And with your star ancestors, your soul, for these hidden secrets, they're just asking you to go a little deeper. That's what they're asking you to do. You come to, maybe you're needing to meditate. There's something you need to do. And of course, meditation looks different for everybody. Either you can meditate, get out there, work in the garden, knit, whatever you need to do to connect. But it looks like to me they're asking you to connect with them. Okay. All right, you come to them. I hope that helps. Okay. I'm going to say Tara. May I have a card?
Tara Reina.
Tara. Is that how you pronounce it, you think? Or do you know?
I don't know. I'm sounding it out.
That's why I went with Tara. T-A-R-A.
Yeah. Okay, Tara.
Beautiful. If we could say it. I need to bring her on so we can learn how to pronounce her name. Everybody has an idea. Anybody
Warrior.
Name of bring on. Warrior.
Warrior, be fearless and stand strong.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So something that is you're having to stand up for yourself, maybe. Somebody's crowding you and you need to stand up for yourself and hold your ground and just imagine yourself as a warrior.
Yes, it's your cosmic heart. Cosmic heart is saying devotion, make your life a moving prayer. So I think you're being conflicted because what she's saying, Anne-Marie's saying, I'm thinking you're wanting to make your life a moving prayer, but you're being, help me out, Anne-Marie. What did yours say?
Crowded.
Crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or somebody's getting in your way from doing what you need to do.
Getting in your way, and it could even be you, but you might be crowded. I don't think it's you crowding yourself, but something's crowding you. It might even be your thoughts, but make your life a moving prayer. You need to be moving on is what basically it was saying. Getting connected and staying connected. Right. Yeah. All right. Next. Denise. Hey, Denise. All right, let's see what we got here for you.
Opposition. Ooh. This is a beautiful card. Opposition, confrontation. So there's some sort of opposing view that you need to think about. What you got?
It's the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love.
Right. There's an opposing view that you're considering, or that that you need to integrate the polarity idea. And it's, you just want to consider somebody else's view and make sure that you know what you want as well.
Yeah. The best thing to do with that, Denise, is try to pull yourself out of that situation and almost like pull your body up and look above and look at you involved in that and look at it from a different perspective. And it'll look different to you, or look at it from somebody else looking at you from the outside, and try to see it in a different light, and maybe it won't look as bad, or it won't affect you as it will be as bad, but it won't affect you as much. So try to look at it differently like that. Okay. I hope that helps, Denise.
Yeah.
So, all right, next, Mr. Cummings' mom, may I have a card, please? I was born during a Mercury retrograde. All right.
Well, that means that they don't affect you as much as they do other people. Like some people, really freak out and have a lot of chaos when Mercury goes retrograde. And if you're born that way, then you're already used to it. It doesn't affect you.
Are you saying her life is chaos all the time?
No, I'm saying that she can handle chaos better than most of us can. And I got Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. So, and that's, I would say, probably what you do all the time. If you've got the Mercury retrograde, you're able to ground, and while everything's going on around you, you're able to keep it calm.
I've got the Golden Children.
Ooh.
And what I've got here, it says inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. And that's what I'm focused on, was the rare gifts. So, pretty charming mom, I think you have some rare gifts that you need to be showing us that you haven't brought out. And it might be the Mercury retrograde, is what Anne Marie's saying. You're used to the chaos, or can handle the chaos. So there might be something to that.
Or you're more internalized. You think more internalized. The retrograde's always it's like going inward. And so you want to be able to express yourself outward and work on that. Challenge yourself to share more of that.
Yeah, because it looks like to me you've got some rare gifts that you need to be sharing.
Yeah.
Pretty Charming's mom. Okay. All right. I hope that. Oh, okay. I like them. Prince Charming's mom. Okay. Let's see. G. Covington. Okay. Thoughts. So the queen is. Along with the queen, she's talking to somebody else apparently. Chris MK. Hey, Chris. And she wants a card if there is time. Yes, there's time. Plenty of time, Chris.
Ascendant entrance. So you're being called to step out into the world, to have an audience. You've got something to share. You've got a message to share with all of us. So,
okay, and this is the weight of the world. And boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So for you to share your gifts with us, or share whatever you need to share, look at your boundaries. I think you're the one that's holding yourself back, and it's asking to let it go. And it's not yours to carry. Whatever's going on in your life, somebody might be dumping all sorts of things that you think you're supposed to take care of, but it's not yours to carry. And let it go. Time to share, shine, show who you are. All right, Chris. Thank you. Is anybody else? Dream Journey 1. No problem, Vivian. Just replying to Anne Marie that I have all 4 in my chart. I don't know.
4 royal stars. She has all 4 royal stars in her chart.
And I don't know what activated means either, but
yeah, I would say if they're conjunctions and oppositions, then they are activated. And those are the 4 archangels and the guardians of each of north, south, east, and west. And please don't ask me which stars go to which direction right now.
It could be super special and super powerful.
Yes, it means that you have had lives with archangel energy. Like you have that divine connection that would definitely be strong in your life and very easy to access for you.
So Dream Journey 1, to me, it sounds like, which I don't know anything about this, but just what I'm hearing, it sounds like to me you have a lot of metaphysical abilities. I don't know if you are doing anything in that area, but if you aren't, you need to start visiting all those things, because if you have all that in your chart, that means you're extremely special. So anyway.
And Dream Journey 1, that name makes me think that you do astral traveling. Like, do you astral travel? Because that would certainly having the 4 directions, you know, those star connections to the 4 directions, and then being an astral traveler, that seems to fit perfectly.
Okay. All right. Next, let's see, Jerry. I was told my chart doesn't have any retrogrades. Does this have any significance?
Yeah, if you don't have any retrogrades, because most have 1 or 2 at least. You know, there's some that have lots, and then there's some that, like yours, doesn't have any. That would mean that this lifetime is for you to move forward, and that there's nothing that you need to readdress. It would depend on looking at the whole chart, but it would definitely signify that this is a moving forward lifetime for you.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Next. Carmela, would it be possible to get a car?
What kind of car do you want?
What kind of car do you want? I just recently got a new car. I didn't mean to. When I hit a deer coming out of California, it totaled my car. So I don't need a car.
Carmela.
Yeah, we'll get you a car.
Imum Koli. That's the IC. That's the base of the chart. It's the cusp of the 4th house, and it's our foundations and our ancestors, our family. It's our root. So this is your foundation. You know, what do you what kind of car do you want? You want a 4-wheel drive car? That would be a 4-wheel drive car.
Aston Martin.
Grounded. You need to. It says you're grounded. You have a connection to your ancestors, and that you are on solid foundation.
Okay. Double mission. And this is a light worker star seed. Serve the world by being you. So Carmela, you're a star seed, but you just being here on Earth, just being you, that is your purpose. You are serving Earth and people and the star seeds just by being you. How great is that? Just you being present here. So anyway, that's great, Carmela, you being you. So anyway, okay, next.
Coastal Crone.
Hey,
Crone Rising. Is there a Crone Rising? Is there somebody named Crone Rising?
I think so. In the Crone zone.
Whoops. Oh, one flew out. Hang on, I got to get it. Can't let that one drop out without.
That is the Paris. There we go. And it's saying, longing for home, homesick for the stars. I have a feeling that means, Coastal Crone, that you don't feel like you belong here on Earth, that you belong elsewhere, and you're homesick, and you sit out there and look at the stars. And since you're Coastal Crone, I'm imagining you're sitting out there at the water on the ocean. I'm envious being at the ocean, and I'm looking at and being homesick, looking at the stars. You're wondering about your starseed past, and that would be great for Anne-Marie to help you with that. But that's what I'm getting, is that you are homesick and you would like to know about your family.
Yeah, and the card that flew out was Pisces, sensitize. And Pisces is the 12th sign. It's about letting go. It's about forgiveness. It's about transcendence. And so it's also a water sign. So Coastal Cove, that's a good card for you.
Yes. Okay. Next, Dream Journey 1. Thank you, Dr. Gail and Anne-Marie. I've accidentally haven't yet intentionally practiced it. Well, I don't think you have to intentionally practice astral traveling, but I do think you need to explore what you can do in the metaphysical realm, whether you're a medium or tarot card reader or something like that. I think if you're not in that already, Dream Journey 1, you need to start exploring that, because you seem to have the gifts for it. So it's time for you to explore that.
And as you focus on learning those things and doing them, you'll become more aware in your dream life too of astral traveling and like lucid dreaming. It'll open up things for you.
Yeah. And who is this Quagmire? Anybody know who that is? Check that out, Susie. Okay, next.
That was beautiful.
Captain. The double rainbow that was over Buckingham Palace, was that the Queen saying goodbye or Spirit taking the Queen home?
I think it was Spirit taking the Queen home.
Celebrating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just reassurance that things were going to be okay too.
Yeah, she was ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was beautiful though. I loved seeing that. That was very cool.
All right, next. All right, Susie.
We're out. Did we get through?
No, she's busy with somebody else trying to get ready.
Getting rid of, okay, blocking. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Susie.
All right, this will be our last card, Susie, and then we will go for today. You're welcome to Covington. All right, Susie. Okay.
Actually, pulled two came out.
Okay, I can't wait to give her my card. Go ahead.
Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing, and Direction Guardian, choose your path.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's very good. Earth School, and it says life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning.
Ooh.
That's great. That's great for her. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it. Anne-Marie, I appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you for having me, Dr. Gail. I had so much fun.
You're welcome. And we're going to end. All right, we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.